Welcome back to Smooth Jazz with the MVP's Lounge. Today, I'm going to be instilling in you the ways of jazz.
You what?
All right, no, seriously. All right. Welcome back to the MVP's Lounge. Your king is back. The real is back. The Ville is back. All that. Okay. NXT Stand and Deliver is right around the corner. It's literally like 3 days away. And I need to get everybody ready for what could be the greatest Stand and Deliver show of all time. This show might be WrestleMania 41. Let's see what Papa Sean got cooked up for us today. Okay, 7-match card. Nothing too crazy. It's going to start earlier in the day, right before the first night of WrestleMania. So we'll be able to fit most of these in and at least have a small break before we have to go to WrestleMania 41. Long weekend of wrestling. All right. We're going to start this card from the right side on the bottom, work our way up, go back to the bottom on the left side, and then work our way up to the top. Okay. So let's start with the family. Tony D'Angelo, Luca Crucifino, Stax Lorenzo against Dark State, Saquon Sugars, Dion Lennox, Iris Griffin, and I forgot the other white guy's name. I don't know what his name is. Who knows? We're going to get 3 of them dudes in this match at some point. All right, it's not going to be all 4 of them. We're going to get 3 of them. Honestly, they had a entertaining parking lot / backstage brawl on NXT this past week. And I think we should do this in a way where both teams get over. Okay. Like I want it can start out as like a normal tag team match, but it got to just break down into chaos. Okay. I need both teams to get over because Dark State's brand new to this whole NXT thing. We kind of got to get this new faction over with these new guys. Tony D, he's already established. Stax Lorenzo's been established. You know, this family, Tony D, Stax, Luca, Rizzo, they got to be moved to the main roster by now, being real honest with you. And I know we got this whole thing with Stax and Tony D not being on the same page and it might cause a rift between them, but instead of causing a whole rift, let's get them on the same page and let's have Dark State win and let's send the family on their way to SmackDown or Raw. Let's do that. Because as I stated many a times before, the main roster is really light in terms of the stars that they have there, in men and women. So let's take these guys that you have right here. Let's send them over. Let's get these characters on screen on Raw or SmackDown. Okay, let's do that. So I got Dark State winning this match. Do I think they're gonna win? Probably not. The family might end up winning it, but I want Dark State to win. All right, next match: Ethan Page, Mr. Take Your Smile Away, against Ricky Saints, new North American champion. Okay, now I'm Mr. Michaels. Last time we had a black man face Ethan Page, you know how that ended. Okay, I look, we fixed it the second time. First time was kind of rough. So this is the first time they're going to be facing each other here in NXT on a big stage like Stand and Deliver. Did Tony Khan fumble? Yes, he did. And they're going to prove that here tonight in this match. Who do I want to win? Ricky Saints. Who's gonna win? Ricky Saints. Plain and simple, just like that. Ethan Page, you're also one of those people that it's now your time to go to the main roster. Listen, after this show, we're gonna be sending a lot of people to the main roster. Like Raw and SmackDown are about to get a whole new set of people. All right, we need new eyes. We need new faces on these shows. Can't keep seeing the same people. So NXT is about to start flooding the streets of Raw and SmackDown with people. All right. So after Ethan Page loses, that's exactly where he's heading. Raw and SmackDown, whichever one. Now we got Miss Parker versus Julia versus Jordan Grace versus Stephanie Vaquer for the NXT Women's Championship. Man, oh man. I wanted this to be a one-on-one match, but they had to just, shoehorn in 2 extra people. Don't know why, but they did. So we're going to make it work. I think, in my personal opinion, that Stephanie should retain this belt here in this matchup solely because I want a rematch between her and Julia in a one-on-one match. Nothing, too extravagant needs to happen during this. Honestly, even if you keep Stephanie and Julia separated by a smidget during this match and don't give too much with us, that'd be preferred. Let's try to keep it to a brief minimum in terms of how much they interact. Try to get Jada and try to get Jordan to have something going on. But for the most part, Stephanie has to come out on top in this match. You can showcase the rest because eventually, you know, they like Jordan's one of those people that she's already like made for Raw and SmackDown, and she's kind of just here just to be here to, you know, get some other people over and shine, you know, all her talents on screen. So at the end of this, you can end up sending one of them over, but Stephanie and Julia got to run it back like one-on-one. All right, let's work our way to the left side. Start from the bottom. So just announced on that show, and maybe probably a week prior, my first time hearing it was on this last show, was they're gonna be doing a fatal 4-way tag team match with the women, and winner gets a tag team title shot immediately after WrestleMania Stand and Deliver Weekend to get a shot against whoever wins between Liv and Raquel against Lyra and Bayley. So we're gonna see who wins that one. But the women in this matchup are Cora Jade and Roxanne against Lash and Jakara, against two members of Fatal Influence, against Gigi and Tatum. So I think is gonna end up winning this match. I'm gonna be honest. My care level for it, not really there. Maybe a little bit out the window, to be honest with you, in terms of this match being on the card. I've been saying it for months now. Jakara and Lash have been built and have been ready for these tag team titles forever. Like every time they get a shot, it's like, man, they really should be tag team champions by now. So if anybody that deserves to win this match, let Lash and Jakara win it so they can get a tag team title match so they can win. Like it's been overdue at this point. You know, we talk about wasting talent a lot and really wasting both of them right now by having them just lose all the time. You know, let's give them these tag team titles. I didn't want to say Roxanne and Cora mainly because Roxanne, they've been passing her around like a blunt, and she needs to just stay on one roster. Okay, she should have been in something with Bayley for WrestleMania, but they kind of just shoehorned her out the way and put her back on NXT and had her going back and forth. It's been weird. So I want Lash and Jakara to win it. Who do I think they're going to have win this match, though? I think they're going to have Cora and Roxanne win it. All right. Next up, we got Hank and Tank versus Fraxium. Okay, look, Hank and Tank, they're over. I can't do nothing about that. It's not my fault they're over. All right. They kind of cool. They fit's trash, but they kind of cool. You know, I saw the rise of Hank from just a random dude in the back. You know, this dude, Hank. If you never seen Hank's story, okay, Hank has been built up for a while now. Okay, he was just a random guy backstage, and then they paired him with I can't remember who they paired him with, but the dude got released by the company soon after. Who was he with? I think he might have been with Drew Gulak. Yeah, he was with Drew Gulak, and Gulak was training him, and then Gulak gets released. So eventually he goes on his own, and he's trying to like build himself up, and then look, eventually he finds a tag team partner, and again, yeah, they do need better fits, but for the most part, hey, when they're in the ring, they're a good tag team. Okay, they're a real solid tag team, and I think they have built themselves up ever since that pep talk with the Street Profits, and ever since the pep talk with the Hardys. Like they've really brought themselves up to another level by winning this gauntlet match now. With that being said, Fraxium is unstoppable. They are the irresistible force and immovable objects combined in one. They are the greatest tag team on NXT right now. They are not losing this match to Hank and Tank. Okay, Hank and Tank, yes, they won the gauntlet match. Yes, they had these pep talks. Yes, they got, you know, put up on a pedestal. But that does not matter because when it comes to Fraxium, they are unstoppable. So I have Fraxium winning this. Who do I think they're going to have win? Fraxium. Come on. You know, they want to give people hope who love Hank and Tank. They just want to give people hope that they might win, but they're not going to. On to the next. NXT North American Championship for the ladies will be fought, as it originally was fought for, in a ladder match. Now, again, I have my problems with this, mainly because Stephanie should have never relinquished this belt. It's like, you did the same thing with Keith Lee before. It's like, come on, guys, let them hold the belts. There's no problem with them holding the belts. I don't see a reason for you having them winning it just for them to relinquish it. Like, it's dumb. It's stupid. Like, stop doing that. I know you're going to do it again in the future too, but just stop, please. Just don't have them win both if you're going to have them relinquish it. But back to this ladder match, though. We got Zarya, Kaylani, Sol Ruka, Izzy Dame, Lola Vice, and the returning Thea Hale in this ladder match. I'm being honest, I have zero clue who's winning this match. But if I had to put money on one person winning this match, I can see it being Thea Hale, only because when she returned, the crowd just was erupting. They loved her. They loved her return. I can see Thea winning it, but outside of Thea, I can see it being Lola, because Lola also by now has been overdue a title. So those are my two picks right now, Lola and Thea. Who do I think they're gonna have win? Again, it really, I have no clue. If there's anybody that's really winning this match, it's Zarya, Ruka, Lola, and Thea. There's only four. Izzy and Kaylani, they kind of just there to take a bump and like jump off something. Like that's it. But those are the four main big four that they're gonna choose. Other two, nah. But yes, I got Lola or Thea winning this belt. Not sure which one. Again, this one is up in the air. I got no clue. No clue on this. Don't kill me. I can't pick. It's between those two. And finally, we've reached the main event of Stand and Deliver. The ultimate matchup, Black Excellence. I talked about it over a year ago. Black Excellence being Javon Evans, Trick Williams, Obafemi. And here we are at Stand and Deliver 1 year later with these three men in the main event. Trick Williams, former NXT champion, fully enraged, fully ready to crash out. Javon Evans, the young OG, tired of people putting dirt on his name, tired of being pushed to the side, believes he's ready to be the youngest NXT champion of all time. And then there's the ruler, Obafemi, the king, the leader of this whole men's division. I'm going to be honest with y'all right now. As much as I want Obafemi to retain, stack these dudes up, and keep it pushing, it is about that time for Obafemi to leave NXT. The dude is just on a different level. He is ready to be a world champion on the main roster at this point. We're kind of just wasting time at this point. We're wasting time. Same thing with Trick. Trick is like, what, 30 now? I think he's 30. Could be 29. I don't know how old this dude is, but I'm pretty sure he's about to hit his 30s or already is in his 30s. Let's stop wasting time with these guys. We're in a new era now. We're tired of seeing these old faces. It's time to bring the new faces up. Oba and Trick Williams are going to be part of that new fun package that we got as we're being sent to the main roster. Because the young OG, Javon Evans, is going to shock the world, and he's going to win as Stand and Deliver and become the youngest NXT world champion of all time. And he will have to carry the brand on his back. The young OG will have to stand and deliver for the rest of the time he's there in NXT as champion. And we will see how that goes going forward. But I'm being real serious with y'all. It's seriously time to send Oba and Trick on their way up. It's time. Like, let's get to it. Let's get to the business. Let's get to the real stuff we want to see. Now, again, don't get me wrong. Triple H is going to definitely ruin all of this, and it's going to be very sad to see. But hey, look, they can only be down here for so long. Now that means that Shawn Michaels is going to have to really start building these guys up, like these next tier guys that are down there, like, you know, the ones from LFG and the ones from Evolve and all them other things. Like, you're going to have to start really building those guys up to reach a point to where they can stand in front of a Ricky Saints or in front of a Javon Evans as a new champion, you know. So Sean, get to cooking in your pot, all right, of building these guys up, because it's overdue on sending Trick and Oba up. It's overdue at this point. Send them dudes up. They're ready. Been ready. But who do I think they're gonna have win? Obafemi. Like I want Javon Evans to win so that we can send these guys up, but they're definitely gonna have both Obafemi retain his belt, and they'll send Trick Williams on his way, but then Javon's gonna stay, and he might run the ones with Oba in the future. So that is the NXT Stand and Deliver predictions for this card on Saturday. I'm gonna be honest, if this show goes the way I think it goes, it can definitely beat WrestleMania 41. Okay, I think it can. Just depends on how Shawn Michaels books it. You guys let me know down in the comment section below what's going to be match of the night. Do you agree with my picks? Do you disagree? Again, let me know in the comment section below. I think the match of the night for me is definitely going to be that triple threat match in the main event. But again, you guys let me know down in the comment section below. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share as always. And I will see you next time in the MVP's Lounge. Peace.
On USA, characters welcome.